everyone! So life has blessed me with this beautiful butternut squash. So today I'm going to show you how to make a healthy and affordable butternut squash soup. I like to make butternut squash soup because it is very low calorie and so it's very diet friendly. If you're looking for something that's easy to make, this is one of the easiest low calorie soups you can make. It actually only has 4 ingredients. The first one is this butternut squash. You will also need an onion, an apple, a small, just whatever kind of apple you have, and some stock. I have today this vegetable broth, but in the past I've also used a stock cube and some water. So whatever you have, whether it's chicken broth, vegetable broth, maybe not beef broth, but probably vegetable or chicken will be fine. I got this butternut while I was volunteering on the farm last week, and I actually have a vlog of volunteering on the farm. Please check it out. And I got to take home this squash because it is damaged. So if you can see here, there are some deep cuts into the squash, and unfortunately that means that this squash needs to be used right away. If there is no damage to your butternut squash, it can last months in your pantry, and actually the longer you keep it, the better it tastes. So this one will be a little bit milder, so I'll probably amp up the seasoning a little bit. The first thing I'm going to do is cut up this onion, the whole onion, and put it into this large stock pot. Okay, so I've diced the onion quite small. So I have the onion diced into even pieces and into the bottom of the pot. Now I'm going to add a little bit of oil and fry it until the onion is clear. Depending on how many calories you have for the day, if you're on a diet, you can use this olive oil, which will taste nicer, or you can use just a spray oil. And this is great. It has 0 calories per spray, so you can really use a lot, and it will do the job. It just won't taste as nice as the olive oil. I am on a diet today, so I'm going to be using the spray oil. While the onions cook, I'm going to be cutting up the butternut squash. These are a bit difficult to cut into, so you just have to really be aggressive. And yeah, just get the job done. I'm only going to be using half of the butternut squash today, so I'm going to scoop out the seeds with a spoon and then slice them into even bits. I've cut the squash into slices like this, and then I just take the skin off with a knife and cut them into chunks. Alright, so I've cut up the butternut squash into pieces about this big. Since it's going to be pureed, it doesn't really matter whether they look nice. And then I have all the skins to one side to go into the compost. I'm also going to cut up the apple to put in later. Now that the onions are clear, I'm going to add in the butternut squash. I'm going to add enough vegetable broth just to cover the squash. I'm going to add some salt, and I'm also going to add lots and lots of black pepper. This squash will need lots of seasoning because it's newer. It was just picked, so compared to squash that's been sitting around for longer, this one will have less flavor. I'm going to cover it and let it boil. Now that it's boiling, I'm going to add in the apple and then turn down the heat to low. I just turned down the heat, so now it's on low heat, and you're going to want to cover it and wait until the squash is completely soft and just kind of breaks apart easily with a fork. Okay, so the soup is just about ready. All of the squash is very soft, and so are the apples, and it's just basically falling apart. So that's when you know it's ready to get pureed. Unfortunately, I don't have a blender, so I'm going to be using my magic bullet. It's what I use for everything. Here is the pureed soup, and it's totally fine to just eat it like this. It's absolutely delicious, no problems at all. But I'm going to add in a little bit of unsweetened coconut milk, and this will just make it a little bit creamier. I'm adding in 3/4 of a cup. Alright, now we're done. I hope you really enjoy this soup. I am loving it. It's so perfect for this time of year. If you have the calories, I like to eat it with this Weight Watchers bread, and this is 50 calories a slice. So you can have 1 or 2 of these and dip it in the soup, and that will taste absolutely delicious. So, and of course, if you have any other types of bread lying around, this is a great way to use up the heels or the ends of the bread. I just break them up and use them as crackers in the soup. So, thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more videos.